Okay, Vayigash elav Yehuda. Rabotai, in our parsha, there is a meeting between Yehuda and Yosef HaTzadik. And look how Yehuda is speaking to Yosef. Vayigash elav Yehuda. ויאמר בי אדוני ידבר נא עבדך דבר באוזני אדוני. Let me tell you something into your ears. Let me tell you something means into your ears. Why you have to say that? So Rashi says, ייכנסו דבריי באוזניך. I don't want to just say you things. I want to make you go inside your ears, the words I am about to say. And even if I'm going to be very tough with you, Yehuda prepares him. Yosef. Yehuda tells to Yosef. ועל איחר אפך, and don't be upset that I'm about to be very tough with you. It's Marika politely, politically correct. Yehuda is talking.
Menashe is translating.
Yeah. שדיבר אליו קשות. He's talking to him very קשה, very, very harsh. והיה בהם כדי לעורר את כעסו של יוסף. He wanted to incite Yosef. Basically, he wanted to start a war. Yehuda wanted to start a war. כי חמוך כפרעה, because you like פרעה. Don't imagine somebody tells you like פרעה. What an insult, huh? כלומר, חשוב אתה בעיניי כמלך בכבודו ובעצמו. It says, you can read this כמוך כפרעה in a respectful way, like you wanted to say Paro, the king of Egypt. Or, he says, you can look at it in a bad way. How? סופך ללקוט עליו בצרעת, כמו שלקה פרעה. על ידי זקנתי שרה. I say, Habibi, you guys messing up with the wrong people. You know who are we? We are the descendant of Sarah. There was once that our family already came to these people, Nazavaitza Paro.
Same Paro?
And that Paro, either him, either his Bovo, doesn't matter who, already saw how powerful our family is. So, and why Paro got punished? For one night that he did not let Sarah go away. One night. How many nights you already holding my people here? Binyamin, now you took Shimon. How long are you planning on keeping them by you? For one night, somebody, look at the history of Egypt, what happened to the people. Davar acher. So he says, he tells you, you will, by holding us back, not coming out of your palace, gonna get the same punishment ke Paro, that the previous Paro, either you Paro, previous Paro, in previous times, you already have a records with us. How dangerous we are. Do not mess up with us.
But what happened before though? Nothing happened before.
Paro? Yeah. You don't know the story? Paro.
He hold the Sarah and let go.
What are you talking about? Let go. On the toilet, he couldn't go to the toilet. He had Sarah, he had the leprosy in his private area, and everybody else.
Just because he was holding Sarah?
Yeah. Everything was black. Nobody could go to the restroom. Yeah. Nobody could go in and out in their private areas. Nothing goes in, nothing goes out.
Until Avram.
Until they let Sarah go.
Wow.
Until then, and you know what the funny part is? They want to go, but they cannot.
Wow.
It's not like they didn't have desire. So. And you cannot go. It says that's and that second one. Third one, דבר אחר, מה פרעה גוזר ואינו מקיים? Paro is a liar. He says, and he doesn't follow what he says. ואינו עושה, אף אתה כמוהו. So to you the same way. Why? וכי זוהי שימת עין שאמרת לשום עיניך עליו. You said, bring me your brother. I want to put my eyes on him. To bring Binyamin. Whenever they brought Binyamin, what did he do? He said, Binyamin is a stanitza. Huh? You captive Binyamin? You said, I just want to look at him. You know those thieves that they say, let me see what it is? That's what Daniel Chodet. I just want to see quickly. Let me see this thing. And then boom. He said, what is this? You behave like Paro. Paro said, doesn't follow. You said, I just want to look at him and he doesn't follow. You said, I want to look and you're taking him away. שמעת לשום עיניך עליו? ועכשיו אתה מבקש לקחת אותו? Now you want to take him away from us? לעבד? To be a slave to you? Fourth meaning, why he said you like פרעה? כי חמוך כפרעה, אם תקניתני, if you will get me upset, Yehuda says to Yosef, I am warning you, כי אהרוג אותך ואת פרעה אדונך. И твою голову говорю, и твою паро голову беру вместе. I'm gonna cut off your head and your paro's head together. Who would have the guts to speak like that? But this is not a democratic country. It's not you have to kill somebody, you have to go Congress, White House, Black House, this house, the other house. You're not talking to Donald Trump that can maybe give you problems. To Sleepy Joe that maybe can get you into problems. You're talking about a person that is, aha, you're dead. How did you have such a guts, huh? You and Paro, I'm going to get both of your heads in one shot. Banachzi by Binyamin Ate. Return Binyamin. I'm telling you in a good way. אדוני שאל את עבדיו, כך תון יהודה באוזני יוסף, מתחילה, בעלילה באת עלינו. למה היה לך לשאול כל אלה? Say, you are a trickery. זה כך יהודה talks to him. You are a tricky guy. Yehuda says to Yosef, why? So you ask us all these questions. Why are you asking all these questions? How many family members you have? Where is your father? What's happened to your lost child? To your lost brother? So listen, did we ask to marry you? Yehuda tells to Yosef, what? You're asking about our family. What, you want to marry us? We wanted to marry you? You wanted to marry us? Why are you asking all these questions?
He said all this to him.
Well, I'm reading to you Rashi. I'm not reading to you Quran.
Give me the food and let's go.
למה היה לך לשאול כל אלה השאלות? וכי להשתדך עמך לקחת את בנך? Well, we were interested to marry your daughter? היינו מבקשים? או שמא אחותנו אתה מבקש? Or are you interested in one of our daughters? אף על פי כן, ונאמר אל אדוני, even though you are not smart person. Yehuda says to Yosef, even though you didn't behave with us in a smart way, look, we still respected you. We didn't say what type of questions you're asking. What do we owe you? You said we're spies. You said we're not spies. Leave us alone. Where is your brother? Bring me your brother. Who is your father? Bring me your father. Where is the lost child? Why are you asking all these millions of questions? Says Yehuda to Yosef. Even though you were not behaving with us nice, we returned to you nice. We answered you all the questions, and then you even kidnapping our brother right now. לא כיחדנו ממך, ואחיו מת, מפני העירה מיוסף הורה יהודה, והיה מוציא דבר שקר מפיו. אמר, אם אומר לו שיוסף קיים, יאמר אביהו אצלי. He says, now look at what happened now. At the beginning when they came, they said, one brother by the father, one brother got lost. Remember? So, there's a brother by the father? Yeah, you guys spies. If you want me to believe your story, go bring that brother. That's what Yosef told him, right? Now, whenever they brought Binyamin, Yehuda says, listen, you told us about our brother that we brought to you. And we told you that one brother is by our father, and another brother is dead. Says Rashi, you didn't say he's dead. He said he got lost. Why now Yehuda changed and he said he's dead? He said, if I will tell you, Yehuda says, if I will tell Yosef that he got lost, he said, listen, I will not release Binyamin until I bring that brother also. He said, you're saying one thing and you're always coming up with the different things. So he said, this time the brother is dead already. There is no more brother to bring. Bring me Binyamin back. לבדו לאמו, מאותה האם, אין לו עוד אח. He says, and Binyamin has no more brothers. That brother of Binyamin died. And right now, the father has from this wife, Rachel, only one son. And that father is going to be very, very sad. Question, Rabotai, how many children Binyamin had at that time? 10. When he was arrested?
10.
How many children he had? Binyamin. Сколько уже сыновей было?
0.
10 boys, made.
Every one of them was named after Yosef.
Right, we learned on Shabbat, Masechet Sotah Lamed Zayin. When I prepared you for
В
the...
то время было 10 сыновей.
10 сыновей. And Binyamin. 10 boys. The Gemara said that those 10 boys were supposed to be Yosef's 10 boys. Because Joseph did the mistake with the Eta. He lost the 12 tribes. The 10 tribes, the 10 of them went to Binyamin. Whatever, and he called him after Yosef. Listen to this. It says, if Yehuda is trying to be politically correct, right? And convince Yosef to give Binyamin back. What he should have said? That he has a father that is worried about him? Or he has 10 children that they're worried about the father?
Father can raise 10 sons, 10 sons.
Why does he say he's trying to touch Yosef's emotions? Yehuda trying to touch Yosef's emotions. Да, верни потому что его папа будет страдать. Папа это один человек. Why are you touching the father? You should have said there is another 10 children that would worry about their father. Why are you touching about Yaakov? So Rabotai, big lesson to us. Who has a bigger pain? The father to the children or the children towards the father? Binyamin потерялся бы. Who would cry more over that? Yaakov Avinu for his son or 10 boys of Binyamin for their father Binyamin? Кто бы больше плакал? Chazal tells us that the father worried more about his child than 10 children going to worry about their father. So Yehuda is trying to get Yosef's emotions. It says his father, Yaakov, is going to feel very bad for the loss of that son because that's the only son he has from that wife, Rachel.
Right.
Уже Yosef umir. The only brother that left from, the only son left from Rachel is Binyamin. And this, Rabotai, what's the reason? What's the reason parents worry more about their children than the children tomorrow are going to worry about their parents? It's not because the children are cruel. It's because you invested in the children much more than the children are going to invest in you. Anything you want to love, you have to invest in. Rabbi, I don't love my wife. You know why? Because you don't invest in your wife. Rabbi, I don't love this business. You know why? Because you didn't invest enough in that business. Anything you don't invest in, you don't love. Rabbi, how do I make myself love the Torah more? Love the Torah, love the halachot, love the Shabbat. How do I do that? What's the answer? Invest. Invest. Иди в Шаббат, для Шаббат купи самую красивую, дорогую одежду. Go get yourself the best suit. Shabbat. Get yourself the best aliyot. Aliyot, paliyot, fachashe. Get it. Doing that, you're investing into the Torah. Your desire, chodsh, you're going to love it. People love their dogs. What the dog has to do with you? He's kissing him tongue to tongue. Why you love him? Piece of dog. Investing into him. Bechor, you want to love something? Somebody? Invest into it. Anything that you invest in, you develop love towards it. That's why the father is going to have bigger pain for the loss of his child, Binyamin, than 10 boys of Binyamin are going to have a pain for the father getting lost of Binyamin. That's why, Rabotai, every one of us, you have a tension with your wife, Chas v'shalom, invest into that relationship. You have tension with somebody in the synagogue, go buy him something. Invest into that, into him. By you investing into somebody, into something, you're increasing your love into that something. And then you're going to have, once you love the Torah, you get the bracha in return. Once you love Hashem, you get the bracha in return. You get the feedback back into your personal life. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen ve'amen. Rabbi Hanania ben Akasha Omer. צעק הקדוש ברוך הוא לשגות ישראל שנאמר אדוני